Macon was a tired old town, even in 1932 when I saw it for the first time. That summer, I was 6 years old. The story starts with the Scout, Jem, and Dill, who are fascinated by the mysterious story of Bud Riley, their neighbor. They try to get closer to his house each time, which is said to be haunted. One day, they try to leave a note for him with a road, but Atticus surprised them. One night, they tried to marauders around Bud's house, but his brother thought there was a thief and shot his gun. Jem, trying to escape, left his pants stuck in the fence. When he returns to get them back, his pants is carefully folded and patched up. One day, Atticus, Scout's father, who is an attorney, decides to take the case of Tom Robinson, who was falsely accused of abusing a white woman, Mayella Ewell. The Finch family goes through a lot of criticism due to Atticus' decision to defend Tom. Atticus knows he is innocent, but he also knows there is no possibilities of him being liberated. The jury of white men will never believe a black man. Scout and Jim are constantly being harassed because of Atticus' case. At Christmas dinner, Scout hits her cousin for telling her Atticus is a black people love. Scout asks her father why he decided to defend a black man. For a number of reasons, he says. Main one is that if I didn't, I could not hold my head up. I couldn't even tell you or Jim not to do something again. Shoot all the blue jays you want, if you can hit them, but remember, it's a sin to kill a mockingbird. The night before the trial, Tom was transferred to prison, so Atticus decided to go to stand guard to avoid people going to attack him. Exactly that happens when a group of white farmers arrive looking for Tom. The kids were worried about Atticus, so they followed him to the prison. When the farmers arrive, Scout steps in front of Atticus and talks to Mr. Cunningham. Hey, Mr. Cunningham, do you remember me? I'm Jean-Louis Finch. You brought us some nuts that morning, remember? Surprised by Scout's innocence, they leave. The trial starts, and the Ewells states that Mayella asked Tom for help with her chores while her father was out, but Tom hit her and abused her until her father arrived. On the other hand, Tom says that Mayella was the one who invited him to come in, and started to hug him and kiss him until her father arrived. Mr. Ewell got enraged and started hitting Mayella while Tom escaped. According to the proof, Mayella has bruises in the right side of her face, which means that one who hit her was left-handed. Tom's left hand was inefficient due to an accident, while Mr. Ewell was actually left-handed. After reviewing the evidences, Atticus told the jury, "In the name of God, do your duty." Given the evidence, Tom shouldn't have been set free, but after a long time of deliberating, the judge declared him guilty. The verdict is tragic, but Atticus is pleased that the jury took so long to decide. He has faith in the appeal, but Tom tries to escape and gets shot in the trial. The kids feel that their trust in human goodness and rationality has been betrayed. One night, after a long time, Jem and Scout are going back home after the Halloween school play. Mr. Ewell, who is mad at Atticus for humiliating him, decides to go after them and tries to harm them with a kitchen knife. Jane breaks his arm and Scout remains defenseless due to her huge costume. Bud Radley comes to the rescue and stabs Mr. Ewell. The police officer declares that Mr. Ewell fell on his own knife, so Bud Radley will not face murder charges. There is a black man for no reason. Now the man responsible for his death. Let the dead bury dead this time, Mr. Finch. The officer says to Atticus. Scout finally meets Boo and accompanies him to his house. He enters, closes the door, and Scout never sees him again.